I both wanted to know, have you always wanted to become a writer? Did you always want to become a writer when you were a child?
Sort of. I wrote my first poem when I was 4 years old at my grandparents' house. They own a car dealership, and it was a really terrible poem, like a Honda for Fonda and stuff like that. But everybody made a huge deal about it. So I was like, wow, words have power. And then I continued writing in elementary school and middle school and into high school. And I went to college, and I did a lot with writing and theater, English major sort of stuff. And then I joined a theater group, and I wrote plays for them and directed plays. And sort of when that came to a close is when I came back around to writing again.
Mm-hmm. And I absolutely didn't want to be a writer when I was a kid. I was actually in a special reading program. I struggled with reading until I was in the 4th grade when I started reading Stephen King books, and then that got me out of it. Like I caught back up with the rest of the kids. I actually wanted to be a musician, and so I started living that life, went to college and did all that stuff. But that is a really hard life. Like, I discovered that I like to eat and I like to be able to pay my rent, so I decided not to do that. And then I was going to be a fighter pilot for the Air Force, because that's what people do. And but I'm colorblind, and apparently they won't let you near the airplanes or anywhere near the runway or anything. Like, I could schedule flights, but that's about it. Something about the good guys are green and the bad guys are red, and you can't tell the difference between the two, so you shoot down your own people. I don't know. But I've always had an itch to tell stories, and I've always enjoyed the creative process, and so I funneled that creative energy that I had when I was a music major into writing.